Alright, here we are. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit, no, not a little bit, very different. Usually we're doing gameplay, but today we're gonna be doing a tier list. I'm gonna move that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a tier list. I decided let's do an all-starter tier list. So we're gonna be going from Gen 8, or Gen 1 all the way to Gen 8, I think. Because, there's Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble. I think I'm going to rank their competitive viability. I'm pretty good at competitive gameplay, or competitive play. I'm also on Tier Maker right now, just because that's the easiest way to do this. Because there's already one set up. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Grookey? Grookey could be pretty nutty with the Grassy Glide. I think I'm going to rank him a solid A. He's not seen in a bunch. Obviously, Scorbunny is S. Cinderace Libero literally kills anything. There's nothing that can stand up to him at all. You have to be running a choice scarf on something that can predict what move it's going to use from Libero, because it'll change its type. Obviously, you have to predict what it's going to use and then use a super effective move with the choice scarf, which is very difficult because choice scarf obviously locks you into whatever you're using. Sobble. This one's a hard one for me. I haven't seen any competitive gameplay of Sobble. I don't think competitive Sobble really exists. Also, gonna rename this right now to Trash. I know something's gonna be trash. I already know it's gonna be trash. I see it on the list already. Yeah, I think Sobble is just kind of there. It's not good, but it's not trash. Definitely not higher than C tier. I mean, it has high special attack, high speed, but it gets outclassed by so many things. Need I say more? Ambor in general is awful. Ambor has way too many weaknesses. It's slow. It is a physical attacker which most things resist or have pretty decent physical defense. Which also brings me to another point. It's a physical attacker who is a fire type. If it were a grass type physical attacker, it would make sense, like Rillaboom. But a fire type, most fire type moves like Flamethrower, Fire Blast, anything pretty much between there, Lava Plume, all special attacks. A physical fire type Pokemon is garbage. Except there are two exceptions to this, which will be coming up, or three exceptions actually, maybe even four. Don't know. All I know is Ambor is trash. I'm not gonna say anything else. Apologize if my little thing comes up every now and then. I have to go pretty low to select these. Cyndaquil. I have to admit, I fucking love Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's my favorite starter, probably. Either that or tied with Turtwig. But I have to acknowledge it's shit in competitive gameplay. It's not shit. It's not trash. But it's probably D tier with Sobble. There's just... It doesn't do anything that any other fire type can not do. It's just kind of there. It's an option, but it's a bad option. Squirtle. Squirtle's probably going to be ranked the lowest out of the Kanto starters, because the other two are actually really good. Well, Charmander's okay, but it's not like... It's not as good as Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur competitive is actually pretty decent from what I've heard. I think Squirtle's gonna the fuck? It's gonna go C tier. It's pretty bulky, but again, it's slow. The only thing it can rely on is its special attack and its defense. If it gets hit by a special move, aka literally any electric type move, any grass type move for the most part, it's gonna die. So, yeah. Squirtle, C tier. Piplup. Empoleon. Empoleon definitely exists. Whether it's good or not, I'm gonna have to say it's mid tier. It's probably B tier. Empoleon's very unique with a water steel type. It does get murdered by ground, gets murdered by fighting, grass, neutral, I think. Electric. Even it loses its resistance to fire type being steel type. You know, the more I talk about this, the more I just want to put it D tier. It has a lot of weaknesses. It almost suffers the same fate as Tepig. I'd say Sobble is better, but I'd say it is better than Cyndaquil just having that secondary typing. Cyndaquil is only bad because it only has one type, and it's fire type, which it's pretty fragile. It's pretty fragile. It's glass cannon. Greninja. Now, hot take. Greninja's good, but he's no Score Bunny. He's no Cinderace. I think he's going to be A+. I know that their abilities are pretty much the exact same thing, but Cinderace outclasses Greninja by a decent amount. Just off stats and move pool. Mudkip. Mudkip, Mudkip, Mudkip. You are too liked by the fan base. Too popular, and it's going to be your downfall. Mudkip weaknesses, grass. Huge weakness to grass, obviously 4 times weakness. Horrible. Other than that, it has not really any other weaknesses that I can think of. It's okay. If we're putting Mega Evolution as a part of this, I would put it A tier, but it's B tier. Yeah, I feel good about that. I feel good about the placement. Totodile for alligator. Not memorable. Obviously weak to electric grass. It's just water type. Should be water dark type. That would be interesting. I think it suffers the same fate as Cyndaquil. Just not enough variety. I mean, the only thing you're ever going to see this thing run is Waterfall, Crunch, Ice Fang, and insert other move here. Literally, I don't even know for Alligator's move pool. I've never used it, but that's all you're ever going to see ran, which is pretty bad. Definitely that, if not that. I think Cyndaquil has more type coverage. Actually, no. For Alligator, definitely has more type coverage. It barely beats out Cyndaquil. Snivy, superior. Superior is very good, actually. Its ability. Its ability is very good. That's about all, though. It doesn't have much fucking coverage. It is not that good compared to Greninja. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Greninja S tier and I'm going to put Snivy or Superior A+. Because its ability really does save it from being like B, C, or D tier. Oshawott, Samurott. It's a better Piplup. That's all I could say. It's a better Piplup, but that being said, Piplup is D tier. Samurott isn't run a whole lot because it's a water steel type, which is It's not that good. I think it's going to be C tier. Rowlet. Oh, I really wish Rowlet was ran more. Rowlet can be really good. Let's see. Decidueye. I think it's going to be a B tier. It's ghost grass type, I believe. It doesn't suffer any of the problems from D tier. I mean, it is pretty fragile. You have to give it that. It's pretty fragile, but it does have a ton of type coverage. A ton of coverage and a bunch of different move options. think it's gonna be right above Mudkip. Trico. Sceptile. We're counting Mega Evolution. This would be A+. The dragon typing it gains really helps it because it makes it less weak to fire, but 4 times weak to ice, but that's just it's just a trade-off. Without it though, I don't know a whole lot about Sceptile. I don't know its hidden ability, if it has one. But what I do know is that in general, it is better than Mudkip. Mudkip is going to be the standard for the Hoenn starters. So, as long as it's better than Mudkip, I feel pretty confident putting it either right above Mudkip or A tier. Let's see. Let's see. Move coverage or type coverage, I'm not seeing a whole bunch just off the top of my head because I've used it once. And I don't remember it having a whole lot of coverage. So I think it's just going to be right above Mudkip. Its best move, I remember it being, is Leaf Blade. Some shit like that. Poplio. This turns into Primarina. Water Fairy type. I'm not sure if the Fairy type really actually helps it or hurts it, which is weird. It's very weird. Alright, it's good. It is good. It's going to be pretty high. I just have to think of how high it is going to be. I think it's going to be A at least. Maybe A+. I've seen this thing ran a lot because it has somewhat bulk, has a decent amount of bulk, and it also can dish damage like a motherfucker. Don't know its hidden ability, but just off of my gut instinct, I think it's going to be A+. Even though I hate the Mon. I hate Primarina so much. I hate Fairy type in general. Litton. Litton. Everyone fucking hates competitive Incineroar. I don't know. Everyone hates him because all he does is intimidate parting shot. You know. That being said, it makes him one of the best Pokemon to use in competitive. I'm not sure if he even has a counter yet that isn't an Uber. I feel confident putting this between Scorbunny and Froakie. I feel pretty confident in that. Charmander. Charmander is probably going to be an A tier, although you have to take into consideration that it gets fucked up by Stealth Rocks. And a lot of teams run Stealth Rocks. A lot of teams run traps in general. Let's see. It gets a decent amount of coverage. It can get Rock Slide. It can get any fire type move pretty much. It solar powers its hidden ability, which it's okay if you have a Sunny Day team being ran, which is kind of rare because it's so easy to change weather. That being said, all of that taken into account, I think it places above Rowlet. I think. Yeah. No, Rowlet places above it. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Torchic. Torchic is fucking great because speed boost, obviously. Type coverage, you're only really going to see this thing with fighting or fire type moves. It's not really ever going to have another move. I mean, it will. It'll have Protect to get the speed boost going. But I don't know what other type of move it will have. I feel confident putting this A+. I don't think it's quite as broken as Greninja, Litton, or Scorbunny because it can be countered. Literally, most ghost types counter this. Most ghosts, unless it has a dark type move, then you're fucked. Which it probably runs one. I'm just dumb and can't remember what it does run. Oh boy. Hot take. Chikurita should be here, right? I think it's up here. I think it's up here because it's a bulky screen setter. Now, it doesn't have bulk like Blastoise bulk. Blastoise bulk is pretty good, but it having a little bit of bulk, because it has no attacking capabilities whatsoever. So mainly what people use this for is reflect, light screen synthesis, and sometimes leech seed. They don't really run attacking moves on it much. It's just kind of there to protect their team from anything, which makes it really fucking good. Alright, gonna take a little break for a second. Gotta catch my breath because I've been talking really fast this video. I don't think I'm gonna cut any of this because it's not gonna be that long of a video. It's gonna be like 20 minutes, but I am gonna add like little editing notes in the top right if I remember or if I look up move pulls. So be on the lookout for those. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video, but here we are 16 minutes in. I sound like a fucking auctioneer. God damn. Alright. Got my stretch. Let's continue. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is good. I don't think he's A plus or S, but from what I've been told, he's A. Now, I don't really know what the purpose of Bulbasaur is, but one of my friends has been telling me that Bulbasaur is the best Kanto starter, competitive-wise. I don't think it places above Grookey, but I do think it is A. I don't want to do this. I don't. Listen, I love Turtwig. I love Torterra as much as anyone. I've played Gen 4 like 6 times now, and I've picked Turtwig every single time. But let me tell you, this thing fucking sucks. I don't know what keeps attracting me back to Turtwig, but it sucks. It's 4 times weak to ice. It literally gets poked by powder snow. It dies. The only thing it's got going is its fucking good attack stat. It doesn't have that good of coverage. It's just not good in general. Which I wish it were good because I fucking love Torterra, like I just stated, but I have to put it in trash just because it's not good. Alright, Gen 6, oh boy. I used Fennekin in Gen 6 and Greninja. I never used this one, Chespin. Don't even know what your final evolution is called. Chestnut. That's what it was. Not good. Chestnut is just not a good Pokemon. There's so many Pokemon that do its job better. Take, for example, I know this... No, this was the same gen, I believe. Honedge... Not Honedge specifically, but Aegislash. Actually, Aegislash might have been Gen 7. I don't remember. Or Gen 5. Fuck. I need to study my my Pokedex. But Chestnut is mainly for stalling. It's not a good attacker, but it does get a decent amount of stalling moves. That being said, Chestnut is not good. It's never run. And I think Sobble is better. Fennekin. Oh boy, a furry's dream. Fennekin is just not good. Fire Psychic. Gets outsped by almost everything. Its special attack is insanely high, though. I think it has about as much usability as a Chikurita. Chimchar's good. Chimchar is one of the only good physical fire attackers. I don't feel confident putting this above Charmander, but I think I can find it in my heart to put it above Trico. It doesn't get countered by a whole lot of things because it is very fast, it hits very hard, and pretty sure it can learn U-turn. Not, like, I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll put an editing note up at the top if it can't learn U-turn. But if it can, that's fucking great because it's fast anyway. It can get the fuck out of battle. Most people run this with a choice scarf or a choice band. I mean, I would run it with band because it's already fast. But yeah, this was the starter tier list. I might do another tier list after this in the same video just to make it a little bit longer so it's not just dragged out just for this one tier list. So yeah, if I do, it'll be cut to right about now. Alright, we're doing another one. We're going to just do the mainline games. This will have a lot of controversy, but I do not care. Alright, let's just jump right into it. Alpha Sapphire. I fucking loved Alpha Sapphire. Now, I don't think it's I don't think it's S tier, but I do think it is A tier. Omega Ruby, where is it? I think Alpha Sapphire has the better legendary choices, so Omega Ruby goes behind it. Is that Black 2? Yeah, that's Black 2. Black 2? Alright, whenever I'm talking to my friends, I always shit on Black and White 2, but in reality, I gotta give it to them. They do got a point. Black, though. Black and White is not as good. I like Black and White 2 more. Pokemon Blue. Now, I myself, I'm not a Gen 1er, but I also am. You gotta give them credit. This is where the series started. It's so fucking good. I love playing through it even now. Even with all of the better Pokemon, better in air quotes, Pokemon games we have, I prefer playing the old ones. Because it's so much simpler, it's harder, it's just more fun. Yeah, I love it. I haven't played through Crystal, though. Crystal is Gen 2. Where am I going to rank this? I'm going to put it B tier. Just because it's Gen 2. I'm not a huge... I like Gen 2, but it's not my favorite generation. Now, whenever I rank Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that'll change. Pokemon Diamond, S tier. No cap. If Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were on here, they would be at the top of S. But Black 2 beats it. Emerald, S. Emerald was literally one of the best Pokemon games ever, in general. You will not beat it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it there. I was gonna put it ahead, but no. I don't know the version exclusives of these two, but if I remember, I think Fire Red has the better version exclusives. Oh wait, that's not even fucking... Yeah, never mind. That's just regular blue. Big brain. Yeah, Fire Red is just better. Gold, I like Gold and Silver better than Crystal. I said I didn't play Crystal, but I played a little bit. I played like the first couple towns of Crystal, and then I just stopped because I wasn't interested. Hot take. I'm gonna leave that there. It's true. It's in fact, yeah, it's true. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are just fucking great. Which one's Soul Silver? This one? I think Heart Gold beats it. Because I like Ho-Oh's theme more. I mean, they're interchangeable, of course. You guys can put whatever you want above each other, but I think Heart Gold is better. Leaf Green, Fire Red is better. Let's Go. Gotta say that it's not that good. I mainly use Let's Go to Shiny Hunt all the Gen 1 Pokemon, which I haven't gotten all of them, but I've gotten probably 25% of them. Is that Sun, Ultra Sun, or not Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? No, that's regular Moon. Gen 7 was good, but it wasn't great. Okay, yeah. Pearl is definitely not as good as Diamond, but Platinum beats both of them out, and it beats out Black and White 2. Speaking of, where's White 2? Black 2 is better. Alright. Red, get all those out of the way. Alright. Ruby and Sapphire. This is difficult for me. I don't know which one to put above the other. I'm going to put Ruby above. No, I'm going to put Sapphire. I like Kyogre more. I like the big fish more. It's nowhere near Emerald. Even though they had the better champion, like Sapphire and Ruby had the better champion, because who the fuck remembers fighting Champion Juan? I don't. But I think that I'm gonna give them right there. I think that's solid. Silver. Where'd I put gold? Okay. Honestly, I'm very conflicted with which one of these I want to put over each other. I think I'm just going to stick with the gold over silver, but they're very interchangeable also. Where did I put moon? Sun is better. Sun just has the better legendary in general. Lunala, kind of trash. Competitive-wise. I mean, not competitive-wise. It's very fucking good, but if it gets sneezed on by a dark-type move, it dies. Same with a bug-type move also, I think. No, not bug-type. There's another type. It's 4 times weak to 2 types, I believe. Now, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they picked it up. They definitely picked it up. I think I'm going to put it up here. It's a weird spot to put it, but I think it belongs up here. And also, I'm going to move these ahead, because I don't think Sun and Moon were that good. But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, definitely that good. Not right there, above. Actually, no, I think White is better in that generation. Or that game. Just going to leave this here. Oops. Yep, just going to leave that there. I think that's perfect. I think it's perfect. I'm going to leave the controversial one for last. Where the fuck did they go? Oh, they're right here. Yellow is not as good. I wish there was green on here. I've played green. I would rank green above. Alright. The controversial ones, gameplay-wise, and not like National Dex, DLC, shit like that, main game-wise, these would be awful tier. But DLC, I think they're C. I think they're C tier. I think they're actually top of C tier. Because they also gave us a lot of good Pokemon. Actually, no. I think that they're above. Yeah, they're up here. They gave us a lot of new, good, and competitively viable Pokemon. Sorry for that ad at the bottom. Good, competitively viable Pokemon like Poltegeist, Dragapult, fucking... Dracovish. A lot of good mons. Cinderace. But yeah, this is actually the end of the video. Just wanted to do a couple tier lists. Let me know if you guys like the tier list, because I'm always down to do more. And I very much enjoy doing them. They're fun to do. It's very controversial. Comment down below any changes that you would make to these lists that I did. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe too while you're doing that. Yeah, see you next time. See ya.